Hello, hello. We are late because of me. I want to text Regina and let her know and be like, we're live. We're just late.
It's happening.
It's actually a thing.
Yeah. My keyboard's waking up this morning. My Bluetooth keyboard. I love this keyboard.
It's very cute.
Oh, it's so pretty. It gives good clonk too.
I know. That's why I love it. I know some people don't like the clicky clacks, but I mute during my live streams, so
yeah. It's for my own clicking enjoyment.
Yep.
Exactly. Let me change the banner so I know what trees y'all picked without me having to go back and forth. Thank you, Mom. Mom made me breakfast.
Yay.
And we've gotten like fresh strawberries.
Nice.
Recently started eating those. It's called the sweetest batch. And my mom's like, how sweet are they? And I'm like, they're sweet in comparison to shit ones we've been getting in recent years. As sweet as they used to be. Like, it's still not what we used to have.
No. What a cutie woody name.
Yeah, you do your best. What was I looking for? Oh, the thumbnail. Like, I opened Finder for a reason. But what was it?
I think I picked as many of those pastries as I could, be normal about.
Nice.
Oh, I loved it. I was like, yeah, don't be normal. Matcha cupcake, and then you picked mock orange, which is such a pretty bush.
It's so pretty.
And then Crystal picked both moons.
Let's
go.
I'm starting to I think it was the last time, and then I did it yesterday, and I'm just gonna pick a couple that I usually do, and then I'm just gonna be like, and that one.
I like it because I've noticed I'm like, oh, it's not all the same anymore. And it's like there's a joy when a co-host always picks the same, because I'm like, oh, I know. And then there's also a joy of when a co-host picks something new, and I'm like, oh, look at that, we haven't had this tree planted in a while.
Yes.
And there's a part of me that's thinking if I wanted to pick whatever trees I wanted, I would stream by myself. But that's so much more boring. Bless you, Mom. So much more boring than having co-hosts. But I'm late for multiple reasons today, because A, I slept in. Second, I caught up with the author who is live reacting to Buffy for the first time.
Oh my.
Fun.
That's fun. That is so fun.
She watched The Body yesterday, and I was like, it's just all in the feels. So I had a little cry this morning. Then I couldn't find my phone in order to do the lives.
You've had a whole day of activities already.
The body gets you.
The body. Oh my God, you could see the message where it's this is a dream, right? This is a bad dream, but this is a dream, right? Or it's she's breathing, we're fine. It's oh babe, no, we're not.
Oh honey. Yeah, no, the body is actually on my unless I'm in a specific headspace skip list when I rewatch, because I rewatch every year, every 2 years. And it's the body's just it's one of my favorite episodes. But the baseball bat of feeling, sometimes I need to not exist in feelings. So I'll be over here on this side of the wall, and the body can be over there.
Yeah, everyone's, because I didn't find her until she was on episode 5 of season 5, and everyone's oh my God, that episode. And someone thought that it was, what was it called? Seeing Red? The not good episode? The actors were really upset by what.
Yeah. No, I know the episode. I know it has red in the title.
Yeah, there's red in the title. I can't remember if it's Seeing Red or something else. But anyway, everyone in the comments was no. They're talking about the body, and everyone's oh, fuck. And they're like, how many episodes left? Or it's like, oh my God, she ended the day. What episode did she end on? And I was like, well, according to her last message 2 days ago, her last one was like Full for Love. And then yesterday she was like, creeping close. Oh God, I'm going to miss her live reacting to the body. And I did. So I had to catch up. And I was like, "Eee."
I do have to admit, I've never seen Buffy.
Hey,
I know nothing about it.
some people went past it.
In my
I
house,
think it missed
Charmed.
it missed some people also, like,
But I'd love to watch it. It's on.
well,
my
I
one-day
didn't
watch
watch
list.
it until the pandemic, like 2020.
Oh, yeah.
Like I was watching it online, which is crazy.
Where can
because,
you
like,
watch it?
Disney Plus
Mm.
and maybe Prime.
I think I was watching it on Prime. I don't know if it's still there because I'm pretty sure it wasn't on Disney Plus when I was watching.
Prime and I are fighting, and it did win in this fight because what I did start watching for the first time was Murder, She Wrote, and I was watching.
Okay, I've never seen that. No spoilers. And
No,
I
This
did not give any Buffy spoilers. Just know that you need tissues.
No.
for the episode
Oh,
of the body.
Yes.
I
Season
know.
5, episode 16.
Oh yeah, I know.
but
I will. I am so easily emotionally invested. But I was watching on Prime, and then they took it off of Prime on Tubi. Great, I'll watch it with commercials as God intended. Absolutely. And then they immediately took it off Tubi, and it's just nowhere now. And you know what I did? I bought it. I bought all of Murder, She Wrote on Amazon Prime for a sale.
Oof.
Look, you know
I love
what?
that for you.
It's Angela Lansbury.
Yeah,
You do what you gotta do.
I get it.
Angela Lansbury.
It is now, I'm not kidding, this is genuinely sincere, my favorite television show of all time.
Nice.
Well,
Every episode is incredible. Angela Lansbury.
Well,
everything you want her to do.
Becca loved it so much that she made up a version of it to put in Grandma's Little Secret.
I love that.
Okay, I can't
so
wait.
much.
As soon as I see it, I'm gonna DM Becca and be like, "You're
Like
my
it's
hero."
very obvious in Grandma's Little Secret where it's like, oh, is that like Murder, She Wrote? You'll be like, yeah.
Yes.
I love
Oh,
that.
I love it.
She probably, the thing is I think the reason she didn't do that, because it wasn't a case of me being like, oh, you can't name a real thing, because she names Star Wars.
Mhm. Yeah.
Throughout it. But like she has like a fake version of Chronicles of Narnia. And then here she has like a made up version of Murder, She Wrote, because it's a little bit more involved in the story.
Fun.
I mean, there's a moment where Star Wars and reality of the book like kind of collide, but it doesn't change the characterization
Mm-hmm.
of any of the Star Wars characters, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever. Anyway, it's cool. Regina doesn't have internet. And while she could watch without internet, I don't think she's going to. So I say we start a sprint.
Do the things.
We need to start a sprint because otherwise we're just gonna chat indefinitely, which I would love.
Yes.
I have to read an incredibly triggering manuscript written by
Oh.
I was gonna say Veronica King, new pen name Vera King, Country Fried Church Girls. And then I also need to keep working on A Shadow Dark and Daring, which is much less triggering, but is long. I'm just like, I gotta get to work. Also need to eat breakfast.
Nope.
So
Throw up the code.
Yeah.
Do the things.
Also, there's like a little bit of extra joy when my co-hosts like both enter the room. Because like Gwen is like, oh, I take picking the trees very seriously. I was like, you don't even have the app. And she's like, correct. I'm like, I love that you take it seriously for my sake.
Oh yeah. It really works. Sometimes it's the only way I get work done.
I mean, it's the only way I go to sleep, where I'm just like, okay, 3 hours, you can sleep or you can do nothing, but you can do nothing but try to sleep, the same way that like one of Kate's I tried writing like was that, although now that I think about it, I think that was a problematic person who turned out to be a problematic person that she like unlisted the video for.
Oh,
if I remember correctly. But it was someone who's like, oh, writer's block doesn't exist. It's like you're either writing or you're not. But like there is, you know, kind of if you go back to Star Wars where it's like do or not do. Try. Regina's here on her hotspot. I'm sorry your internet's not working. I hope it gets resolved. Forest Room code is incoming. See, it's good we chatted more because Regina didn't miss the code.
Yeah.
Oh, nope. I made a typo, but I caught it. And then somehow I made another typo and didn't catch that. I'm like, why is there a bracket here? Not bracket, parentheses. I'm like, that's not how this works. Okay.
I'm in.
Did the thing.
Heck yeah.
Crystal, Auburn, and Regina once she gets in. 5, Bravo, Niner, Delta, Alpha, Quebec, Foxtrot, Sierra, Golf. Every time I see FSG, I want to say like a book publishing company, but I'm like, no one's going to know that. Power, Strauss, Giraud.
No. Your own little inside joke.
I know. I'm like, haha, look at the bookie thing. Bookish thing. Bookie is Las Vegas. Which is where Regina's near, but no, wrong thing. Just having little slips. Oh, by the way, I've been reading. I've gotten through more chapters of this, and I swear to God, I love this book.
Yeah.
Oh, Jessica Brody.
I feel like I've heard of it.
Well, it's new. And I have Save the Cat and Save the Cat writes a novel and Save the Cat writes a young adult novel. And I am planning to make a video on the YouTube channel about all three and kind of like how I think all three can work together, but also how secretly I think you can just get 2 out of the 3. But it's really cool. I went through the planning your character, planning your plot, and planning your world, like reading wise, but schedule wise, I haven't had time to actually do that for my novel, my own novel. But I'm like, I have the template, so I know what I'm supposed to do. I just haven't. But then there's design your personalized writing routine, and I'm just like, I'm not there yet because my routine is crazy in that I don't have one anymore because it all revolves around Riley. But there's in chapter. Nope. I really like this. I like the question she has about like deciding on a goal and a project and like all these things. But in chapter 4, she's like, pick a prompt from the back of the book so that you have no emotional investment in it. And, like time, like write as many words as you can in 15 minutes. And I wrote over 700 words. And I'm like, if I could do it like that at all times, like that would be amazing. But I know I can't because the moment I'm invested in a story, I start overthinking stuff. So, yeah. Anyway,
I'm looking it up so I can buy it.
Yeah, I got it off Bookshop, and she had a thing of like, oh, if you upload your pre-order receipt, you get like the template. But I'll just send it to you.
Heck yeah.
What am I looking for? I'm looking for the timer. It's
we got this
time. I wanted to start at the 25-minute mark because I was like, oh, I have 30 seconds left. And it's like, guess who's not prepared?
I mean, I understand.
Do I just do the new like full Pomodoro? No, that doesn't go live until 3 p.m. Never mind. We'll do the 25-minute Riley naps on a shoe pile one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
That
an
one sounds
hour
awesome.
long timer on here as well now,
Mm-hmm.
which I hope Becca will do at some point. Yeah. It's like, yeah, the words come really natural to me when I'm not like, okay, but like I want to have a cleanish first draft. And the whole point of the book is like, it just needs to exist. And I'm like, I know, but if I hate the words that I'm writing as they come out,
Yep.
I lose the joy. And the book is also like, joy is the most important thing. Like,
Yeah.
So do you see my dilemma? But
Yes.
I really
It's like people get like the Marie Kondo method wrong. Like she's like, oh, throw everything out. No, she's saying if it doesn't bring you joy, keep it. So you can have a messy house.
No, if it doesn't bring you joy,
brings you
throw
joy.
that out.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you meant. I was like, hold on. Not everyone speaks Auburn. Yeah. Yeah. I could wait until the 30-minute mark, honestly, because we're so close and we're yapping. Like, we're all yappers here. Yeah, we're just going to do that.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I really like the book. She does at the end of the like plot your story book. She's chapter, plot your story chapter. She's like, if you want to go more in depth, Save the Cat writes a novel book. And I'm like, yeah, I think like having read her Save the Cat writes a novel and writes a young adult novel, it was easy for me to be like, okay, like this is just kind of a crash course version, which is good for people who've never done it. But I really like how she's like, even though I think it is in some ways very basic for people who've been writing multiple stories, and at the same time, it's like, here's a mindset shift that you might have never thought of, or like, here's how to actually do the mindset shift, because honestly, when you do, it'll be really helpful. And so I like the book, and Kate's excited to read it. And someone else in Kate's chat was like, oh my God, you've sold the book. And I'm like, it's not mine to sell, but like, yeah.
Yeah, I've been like, ever since my last contract with like Wattpad ended, I've been in like such a slump. Like I went from like having like a ton of books to write to like 0 and like starting over. So I like the idea of like changing my mindset now.
Yeah, we've got to co-write and like co-work, not necessarily a co-write a project.
Yes. Yes and yes.
One day maybe we'll co-write something, because our brains work the same in that we're like,
I was about to say the planning
title,
would be
premise,
like
query.
the most like high valued like planning for a book there's ever been.
I know. I love that Kate's always like, I credit Zara with learning about the to be written list, and I credit Auburn for revolutionizing how I write. And I was like, ooh, listening to Auburn's podcast episode was like, oh my God, someone else writes like me, because I feel like I'm alone in the author tube space where I go for like the finished product version first to guide me. Okay, it just hit the 30-minute mark. So now we're actually
did
it. In 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. I'm going to eat breakfast first before I do any work. My mom was very confused because she was like, "Aren't you sprinting?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Then why do I hear Kate's voice?" And I'm like, "Because I'm watching an old Kate video."
Yeah, I gotta have my background noise.
The bubbers.
Oh my gosh.
We have relocated for the baby.
Yeah.
It'll kill my back, but the sacrifice is needed.
I know, every now and then I'm like, it's sitting crisscross time. It's time to sit on something comfy. I'm sick of this desk.
She came closer to me.
Hi.
I'm halfway to being chosen this morning.
Woohoo.
How'd you both do? I ate breakfast and didn't do much else.
I also ate breakfast. I have now decided I'm not going to work on 3 projects because I truly don't have time. I'm going to work on 2. So I use Pacemaker to like plan my like weekly goals and such. So I'm just feeding it everything in there. This stream is very much like getting my ducks in a row because I fear I am a Scrivener convert. It's happened. So I'm moving my main book, Good Luck Kisses, to Scrivener during the sprint.
Nice.
So I started with Any Luck and Scrivener, and then everyone's like, ellipsis, ellipsis, ellipsis. So I am testing it out.
Mm-hmm.
And I do like it. But I do think in general, I'm not really going to. I think in the future, what I'll do is actually draft in Scrivener. And then when I need beta reader feedback, I'll put it in ellipsis.
Yeah.
I had been using Story Origin, but then Gwen was like, "Did you know there's a character limit on reader comments?" And I'm like, "I did not."
Oh, no.
It's never been a problem for me before, but I'm like, "Oh, that could be."
I tried ellipsis out for a bit. I don't mind it, but I feel like Scrivener is. I think I'm sticking. Like I got Scrivener for the Mac because I'm just like I kind of love you more.
Yeah. I got Scrivener for the Mac years ago. Nothing compares to Scrivener for. I agree.
Yeah, I get it now. I've been a naysayer for years, and I did it because again, like I've been in such a rut. I'm like been trying to do anything to like make myself a writer again, and I just started it, and I'm like, you know what? It is convenient to have all my information in one place and not over 20 documents. It is nice I can set a target while I'm drafting.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, really, we should just do a co-working session where I'm like, "So have you done this Scrivener feature yet?"
Yeah, the amount. I mean, I feel like my use of Scrivener is pretty basic. I know how to make the chapters.
Yeah, I'm not doing the whole folder for every scene. I'm not doing all that. I'm breaking it up in like
folders for
apps.
chapters that are multiple scenes. Some people do a document and then do sub documents, but I just like the look of a folder. I mean, technically, I could change the icon of the bigger document to look like a folder, but to me, I'm like, just create a folder. But that's me.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I can make it whatever I want.
Because then when I compile, though, I can just say like, "Oh, folders only have the title." Whereas when it's a document, it's like you'd have to go into each one to say this level, like what you want for each level. In the compile, which I mean, I've done it the hard way. I've done it the easy way. People who are like, "Oh, Scrivener is so scary." I'm like, you just gotta learn it. Are you like? It made me realize that not everyone like hyper focuses on like learning everything about a software before they start using it or as they start using it. And I'm like, oh, people are just using it as a normal word processor, even though like it can do so much more. And I'm like, the point of it does other stuff.
So much. I know. I'll learn about compiling once I get there.
Yeah. No, you don't have to.
Yeah, I didn't do too much during that sprint. I keep trying to, and it's really warm, and I've been awake way too long, and so my brain is like mushy, just nope. I can't even wit properly. I exist. I scrolled on my phone. I looked at my document and scrolled back on my phone because I feel like I don't even have enough energy to like lift my head.
My gosh.
It is so warm.
Do you need to like nope out of the stream just so you can like lie down?
I'm all right. That requires going upstairs, and if I'm warm down here, it's going to be like 3 times as warm upstairs. So
that is true. Heat rises.
That is true.
So I'm just gonna hope that my grand turns the air on, and then it can like it like according to the weather. I think it's just the humidity. Like right now, it's raining and stuff outside. Because it says it's not warm outside. And like,
and you're like, I'd beg to differ.
I beg to differ, Weather Network. I am a puddle of melted ice cream. Okay, like it's fine. Everything is fine.
I left work yesterday. It was 100 degrees, and I could barely keep my eyes open. And because I work at a grocery store, and I was passing a sweet little baby teen angel getting carts and stuff. And I'm like, "Are you drinking water?" I've never spoken to her in my life. I'm like, "Are you drinking water?" And she's like, "I am." And I'm like, "Okay, it's so hot outside."
Yep.
Disgusting.
My company gives out flyers every year begging us to drink water and stay cool.
I mean, that's good.
That is cute.
Riley's been drinking more water, which is a sign of things not going well. So my mom and I are like freaking out. But like a few days ago, we had the excuse of like, well, it's miserable out. So of course she's drinking water. That's good. And now we're like, oh, we don't have an excuse anymore, do we?
Mm.
And we're like, oh no.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. We don't like it.
Try this back on.
I always joke that I have like reverse seasonal depression. It's not in the winter like other people. I have like summer seasonal.
We're the same. We're the same. We're the same person.
Same brain.
I am a miserable gremlin. The warmer it gets, the worse of a person I become. I am a cold weather girly. It's like
I become a shut-in.
Yeah, like wait, the world is awful outside. I don't have to go out because it's cold and it's slippery and there's so much snow that like even driving is a problem. Sign me up. I'm gonna go back to my hibernation station.
Okay, hold on. There is a word in Chinese that means like does not do well in heat, but when I Googled that, it like didn't show it to me, and now I have to go back into my history and find it.
I've been writing in silly places to like find air conditioning. My favorite air conditioning is Panera Bread, because nobody goes to Panera Bread to like sit in. So it's so much air conditioning for no bodies. And I just get a refillable Dr. Pepper.
Nice.
I spend like $4 and I sit my ass there for like forever. Because again, there's nobody there. I'm not taking up any space.
I love that.
Shout out to Panera Bread, but also Dr. Pepper.
But also Dr. Pepper. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not written in the outside world since I was like in high school.
Really? It's like I love it. It's like one of the only ways I get writing done.
Yeah. Yeah, I like hiding in my cave where the people don't people at me. That's That's my thing.
But the people watching, I love. So like I'm introverted, but I get mistaken for extroverted a lot because of my personality. And I'll like go to a
I
like
do
a
too.
coffee shop and I'll sit right next to somebody. I don't care.
Yeah.
There's like space, but I want to hear what they're talking about. So I'll just like sit my little butt somewhere, like surrounded by people. Cause I like the noise. I really like the white noise of like
Peopleage.
people.
Yeah.
I can't find this. I did not dream this up. I literally saw it while closing tabs a few days ago.
I love Sunshine Blues. I'm gonna start telling people that. I'm like, I'm sorry, I just have the Sunshine Blues.
Yep. My I have a teeny tiny like fenced in backyard. Can't call it a yard because it's not real. It's not yard sized. But it's this tiny little spot, and we've got a gazebo, and Grandma's got her little garden and some fake grass, and she swears up and down. It's like, I go outside and I sit in my little gazebo with my coffee and I enjoy the outside. You don't know how it feels like, and I'm over here just like cave. That's where the bugs live, and that's where the sky laser is, and that's where the weather is.
I don't like it. I took my nephew out until like, because we have a swing set outside, and I was pushing him on the swing set, and I'm like, buddy, we got to go back in. I just saw 7 mosquitoes on me. We're going in. This sucks.
Yep. Like, I was making jokes last Saturday, 2 Saturdays ago, whenever the hell it is I went to the thing. Me and the two of the authors that were sharing my tent came to an agreement that this was our personally prescribed extrovert time. And we got to like exist out with the people and do the peopling. And the second it was over, we were all going to go to our own perspective caves and just go cave.
Oh yeah.
I'm still trying to find this word.
I'm ready. I was having like a really like horrific day last week. It was like right before I was going on like a mini like staycation, and I was just having a horrible day, and my sister's like, well, I'm going to a friend's house and you can come and blah blah blah, and I was like, that sounds like my nightmare. I don't want to speak to anyone. She's like, she came back home and there was like more people than she thought being there, and I'm like, I would have thrown myself off the building. I'm really glad I didn't go.
Cave.
Cave. Look how dark it is in here. Cave.
Yeah. Cave. No, wait, there's this like extended family event thing that is happening at the end of this month. Never met any of them. They're going to be strangers at somebody's house, and I'm just like, have fun with that. I'll be right back. To the hibernation station.
Why can't I find it?
It is elusive.
I know. I'm like,
it was like, I will not be perceived.
History. Okay, hold on. Maybe it's on my personal computer. Okay, this is bothering me. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna set up the next forest room while I look for this. For November, Yankee 7 X-ray Kilo Papa Sierra Golf. For New York 7 X-ray. I don't have a good one for X. I get xylophone, K-pop. So good.
Hey.
Woo.
Okay, hold on. Let me get my personal computer.
Oh, that went horribly wrong. Where did the dyslexia kick in?
Mine hit with the NY. I didn't put the Y. Hi, cousin. Okay. Hi, Glenna.
I don't even know. We're just gonna restart. On your project. Good luck. Right, so I'm gonna try again. Apparently, I went from not
Did
enough
I
to
make
too
a
many.
typo? Nope, someone got in. Okay, so I did not make a typo.
No. I just can't read.
Yeah. Like, I thought I added this, and then I didn't add it, and then I tried to add it, and it added it somewhere else, and I'm just like, I don't understand what's happening right now.
It's not here. Where did I have this?
I believe in you.
Maybe it's not Chinese. Maybe that's where I'm.
Could be.
It's like, oh, are you looking for a word that means not so hot? Lukewarm. And I'm like, no, it's in another language. It's like, oh, do you want to say in Spanish? You don't like.
It trying to guess what you're asking instead of just answering what you're asking is crazy.
I know. There's termophobia or thermophobia, which refers to an intense fear or aversion to heat, but that's not the word. It was another language, and I swear it was Chinese, because why else would I have kept that open as a random tab? You know, if it was another language, I'd be like, oh, that's cool, and then close it and then forget. I can't find this. This is so annoying.
Oh.
If I find it, you'll just randomly get a message from me.
Yes.
Perfect.
That is fair.
I got scared. My family's at my window knocking. They're leaving me.
Goodbye.
We're going to the park.
Nice.
It's supposed to rain later, so they want to go out now.
But what about touching the rain?
I know! If he does it without me, I'm going to be so sad. He better touch the rain when he comes back.
Okay, I can't explain. I saw that while clearing out my tabs 2 or 3 days ago, and nothing I searched in my history is bringing it up. And it's just like, I'm not crazy, I swear. Joanne, will you be joining the forest room? Gwenna doesn't have the app. MK, do you use the forest app? If so, this is the plant together code for the room. We are going to start the sprint at the 15-minute mark.
We just live watch Crystal start napping.
No, I'm not. I swear I'm not falling asleep. I'm not falling asleep. I don't know what you're talking about. It's fine. Everything is fine. I'm just zoning out a little bit. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's that moment where it's like I thought I was saying stuff out loud, but turns out I was thinking all the things, and then you said something, and I'm like, oh, okay. Cool.
Okay, we're gonna start the sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. The timer is silent, and we will all be muted. How'd you do?
I feel like that went by so fast.
I know.
I started getting my planner ready for next week and like adding in like my new goals and stuff. Just like doing like the math of like, for one book, I want like a certain amount of words done, but for another book, I just want like certain number of chapters done. So I'm like doing the math. If I want a chapter a week, I need to write this much and but everything's great. A lot of my organization is great.
The way you said everything is great, though, makes me doubt that everything is great.
I'm just trying to like do like be kind, attainable goals.
I love that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just trying to be realistic. We're not writing a book in a month. It's fine. You're good.
Dude.
Yeah.
How'd
was
you
it,
do?
Crystal?
I went upstairs, splashed some water on my face, came back down, decided to force myself to write, because sometimes distraction helps me forget how miserable I feel. So we decided I'm working on I'm on chapter 9 out of 30 or 40 now on revisions, and I typed out 396 words. So progress was made.
There we go.
It's mostly just look at big screen, type into little screen, because like I'm using One Critique Partner's beta feedback document to put everything on the Scrivener on my Mac.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of like copying, emailing, compiling, I like to just retype it. That way, if there's any, like, as I'm reading the words,
You're retyping your whole manuscript?
Yes, this is what I do. This is what I do in between, like the first few drafts.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if it works for you, great, but that would drive me crazy.
Yeah, no, I find I'm able to fix less if I copy it, because then I kind of skim, where I'm actually like retyping it out. I'm reading it word for word, and then I get to change how things flow in real time. And
I mean, I get it. With Scrivener, though, the reason I, aside from just the pure exhaustion, that I wouldn't do that is that then I don't get to use the like revision mode snapshot feature to see like how it really changed from one draft to another, especially if I'm like, wait, hold on, I want to go back to like an earlier version.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't research how to put Scrivener the Scrivener file from the big computer to the Apple computer.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, and all my beta feedback is through Google Docs still. So
I mean, what you could have done, and I'm not saying you should now because you've already been doing it, but like you could have downloaded the Google Doc as a Word document and then imported it into a new Scrivener file on the small computer.
Another thing, I tried that once, and all the formatting got weird.
Yeah, I mean, you have to format it correctly in Word for it to transfer over correctly.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people don't know how to format correctly in Word, let alone Scrivener. So it's...
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
This
is the long way, but we're doing it. It's fine.
If my hand didn't hurt almost immediately after doing like minimal writing and drawing, I would handwrite my first manuscript to completion, because I love having something handwritten and then moving it to a computer.
I used to handwrite my stuff, and then my wrist started being like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like my first novel, which will never see the light of day. Actually, no, it's not my first novel. My first novel was a shameless Nancy Drew ripoff, which will also not be published. But the one that I wrongly said was my first novel, that is, I did handwrite that while I was in school because I was
same.
and in class and et cetera, et cetera.
Yep.
But
Yeah, I used to tell people I was a bad student, but I was a prolific author. I wrote 3 books in high school.
I wrote 1 book in high school.
The precursor to what became Incarnate's Rise, the thing that I barely talk about, it was written, like, its very, very first iterations were written in French class instead of doing French homework. I like two wonderful compliments came from my high school writing career. Is I would make a great doctor because I cannot write my way out of a paper bag legibly. And a teacher knew I was a really good student, that all I had to do was focus on their class. But since they knew that wasn't going to happen because I was so involved with my other thing, that they just gave me a passing grade.
Oh, that's really nice.
They're like, look, I have you in my other classes. When you decide to perform, you do really well. But this, I see you're writing something in English in French class. And, I just give up. So here's that passing grade. Just, I don't want to teach you in French again because we're both wasting our time.
Wow.
I loved him. He was an amazing teacher. He took nobody's sass. Like, he was.
I had a French teacher from Algeria, and he was amazing. He was the only French teacher I ever had who actually made people talk in French. Because all my other French teachers would be like, "Oh, I guess the class is mutinied," and I'm like, "Then what am I here for?"
Yep.
Yeah.
I had so many teachers like that. The class where the students just ran it. I had to go to what was horribly called at the time, because I was in the high school in like the early 2000s, was called the special education room. And I went there because it was quiet and I could do the work and not have a million teenagers yelling in my ears. Yeah.
I took Spanish and I sat next to a boy who was dating a girl who was fluent in Spanish, and she took it just to be with her boyfriend, and she would take a picture of her tests and text it to him, and I would copy off of him. And that's how I got through my Spanish class. And I regret it because I should have tried to learn something.
I took Latin for the same reason. There was a boy who was super interested in Latin.
I had to take Latin, and it was really helpful in English vocabulary and French.
I wanted to take French, but my mom wouldn't let me, and I was like rebelling by being an even worse student than I already was.
Well,
but
Spanish never stuck in my mind. Like, even though I was constantly surrounded, like, around someone who spoke fluent Spanish.
It's not a tangent, but it is, but it's not. So my brother, going to work one day, was listening to the radio like forever ago, years ago, or maybe he was going to high school. I don't know, but he was driving and he was young. And he heard an ad for a lifetime subscription to Rosetta Stone. And he was like, "Oh, I'll get that." So he has free Rosetta Stone for the rest of his life. He just has it.
I have lifetime Mondly, and I should really use it.
I've never tried seriously. I think I could learn another language, and it's just simply just being too tired to do anything more than I do.
I mean, before Duolingo fired half their people for AI, I was learning Yiddish through it, and I was learning fun sayings, but it wasn't really enough to have a conversation. And then the French was just me brushing up on stuff, and then I was like, "Oh, I'll try learning Chinese from here," and it was like, no, this is a bad idea. It was it just threw you in the deep end. I'm like, So then I have an app called Learn Chinese, and I was doing that for a bit, and then I fell off. I always fall off of learning languages. It's not
Mhm.
easy for me, and I know that it's like, no, you should practice, but like if something isn't a certain level of easy for me, even as I'm learning it, I like drop it. So piano, guitar,
Yep.
languages,
Mm-hmm.
when I'm not required to take a course. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, me and languages aren't friends. The aforementioned Latin class was one of the ones that I did fail in high school. I can't wrap my brain around certain things, and languages is one of them. And if I start feeling stupid, I'm going to give up because I don't like it, and then I'll be over here in my corner and stuffing things.
It's like kind of cringe to say, but I would probably learn Korean just because of how much media I consume that is Korean, South
Yeah.
Korean. But I'd probably, before that, if I could pick, I would choose to read Hangul, which is their alphabet.
Yes.
Because I read a lot of translated
But also
books.
Hangul is supposedly very easy to learn in comparison to Chinese characters, and I know that
So I should just do
to
it.
Korean Englishman, because he's also fluent in Chinese because his grandmother's Chinese.
Oh, okay.
But he went to school in Korea, so that's why he knows so much Korean. And like I know certain phrases thanks to watching so much Korean Englishman, like 감사합니다 and
Mm-hmm.
you know, 안녕하세요, and now I'm blanking on the one that's like delicious. Mashisoyo, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but like I could not have a conversation. At
No.
all.
I just finished watching a show in Thai, and I had to keep reminding myself I don't know Thai, so I could not second screen because I kept trying to, and I'm like, oh, I've missed everything because you don't know Thai.
With French, I can understand it so much more than I can speak it, and I can write in it really well. So like if I were to listen, like there was one time I think my mom was watching, oh my god, there was a movie in English about a white caretaker. No, mixed it up. Of a black caretaker of a disabled white man, I think, or maybe the races are switched. But then, like, it was based on a French film, which I had seen in French class, and my mom had seen the English version. Was like, "Oh, it's based on a French thing. Let me watch that." And I wasn't I wasn't watching it with her, but I was hearing it, and I was like able to follow the story, not just because I'd seen it before, but also like, oh yeah, like I
would have felt so accomplished.
What's it called? No, what's it called?
I feel like I know the movie you're talking about. Like I feel like
I know. The Untouchables. I'm like, it's not Invincible. Well, in French it's so the English version is The Untouchables, a wonderful French film about the bond between a rich quadriplegic and his ex-con caretaker, based on a true story. And then what was the English version of it?
I feel like I've like seen clips of that on like TikTok or something because like people throw up movie clips of movies. Yeah.
Okay. The English version is The Upside, which came out in 2018 based on the French 2011 film The Untouchables. There we go. And that had Kevin Hart and Bryan Cranston, as well as a bunch of other people. But I like the French version more.
Fair.
Regina's learned the Hangul alphabet, but decided that she'd rather practice her piano rather than study another language, which is, valid.
I feel like I have like so many plates spinning in the air that if I keep adding plates, I'm never gonna get anything done.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I've learned. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like if we just went by project, like pillar, like work, my author stuff, social life, pet owner, I'm like, there's no room for a language in there.
Yep.
Just no. Let me share the New Forest room. 6-3 Whiskey Bravo X-Ray 7 Charlie Sierra Golf. 6-3 Warner Brothers. Woo. I'm trying to think of an xenomorph. Right, that's spelled with an X, not a Z, or am
I think so. No, I think you're right. I think
yeah,
it's
xenomorph spelled with an X. Thank goodness I got that right. I'm like, I'd have my nerd card revoked. My brain is saying C.S. Lewis, but there's a G at the end. So, Charlie Sheen, even though Charlie's the phonetic alphabet one anyway. Golf, I don't know. The normal one as well. Like my brain is just who cares.
mush brain.
Yeah. Also, I realized we didn't do intros, so we'll definitely do outros for this live stream.
Hi.
Okay, we've got the 4 people I expect, and then last time there was a guest who joined, a guest user. So I don't know if that same guest user would like to join. That person never added a username. We will start at the top of the hour for our 3rd sprint.
Sounds good. See if this forest. I think there's something going on with my forest app because the last 2 trees didn't start on my end.
Oh,
which is weird.
I mean, if you go into your forest, check and see if they're planted after this one.
Okay.
But also sometimes you have to delete the app and reinstall it, and it's such a pain in the butt, but it does tend to make it work again.
Yeah. Because it's just like waiting for host to start. But we already finished it.
And you're in the new one.
Yeah. I had to quit the old one first.
That's weird.
Yeah. It does it every so often.
Yeah. It acts up every so often for me as well.
I'm just like, oh, whatever. I just use the forest room when I'm with you guys anyway. Like,
last time I streamed, my personal account kept saying like the sprint was still going, which had been happening to Portia a lot.
Really?
And then it finally happened to me, and I was like, okay, well, I'll let it ride. And then it worked out, but it was weird. Okay. 40 seconds left. Sorry.
No, that's me. I'm sorry. 2 a.m., y'all.
I started it.
2 a.m. is awful.
And then it's just like a cycle.
Yep.
It just sounded so good. I wanted one.
It looks so relaxing. I want that.
Yeah, I want that.
During that sprint, I deleted a bunch of old emails. I've been really bad at checking my personal author email. So I had over 13,000 unread emails, and I got it down to 12,500. And I'm like, I still have a lot more to go, which will not be for the rest of this stream because I have so much work to do. But
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Okay, we are at the top of the hour, so we're going to start in 3, 2. Long tab. 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. I tapped my trackpad too lightly for my computer to start at the exact same time as the forest app. My apologies. did not notice the timer ended. My bad. How
All
did
good.
you
I'm just plugging away, putting everything in Scrivener instead of the 7 different documents I have. I'm playing around with adding a table so I can keep the appearance of all my characters together, because I'm very bad at remembering what people look like. So this will be my quick reference sheet. I'm having a great time. I love organizing information.
Nice. I wrote some indeterminate words, but the true sprint was devoted to cat cuddles. She has left. She has come back. She's left again. Now she's back again. So flop. Half cat.
Oh yeah, I could spend all day just doing this.
That's what I feel like with my story Bible. I built one that I'm actually like happy with and using kind of in Notion. But I have to like make time for it, because if I hyper focus, I will not finish book 2 ever.
Yeah, fair.
So
Because
I'm
that
like,
is as much as I love my way of getting a book ready, I really could just make an excuse to not write and just work on that instead. Oh, my family's back. My sister brought me Dr. Pepper.
yay!
It is not raining. I have a feeling it's not actually going to rain today.
We had we had 5 seconds of rain here, but there is a heavy dark cloud that is making the air very heavy, and apparently it's supposed to thunderstorm.
See, it's supposed to thunderstorm here.
Neat.
We were debating cleaning my mother's old car in the rain today, but I don't know if that's actually going to happen. Zara, you're muted.
My mom was talking to me. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you were trying to tell us what you did during that sprint. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. I'm a drink gay. I love multiple drinks around me at all times, so I'm very excited I have Dr. Pepper, so I can have 3 drinks.
Yesterday I had 3. I had 2 factors. I had a juice, I had their immunity shot, and I had a water. Today I have a water. I think I will get the I'm going to try their Factor protein shakes for the first time, because now that I'm no longer allergic to coconut, I can try this.
Congrats.
So we'll try. Yeah, I haven't been allergic to coconut in a while, and I just completely forgot that was an option. And then I forgot that I had ordered it in my. So I was like, "What's this? Why is this box heavier than usual?" And it's like, "Oh, okay."
So that's a thing.
Gwenna asked a question, and I think at this point it might have been a month ago, but I had gone to the theater with my roommate from college. She was visiting, and we are at this restaurant after, and this man with his wife and his adult child and said adult child spouse sit down and starts complaining so loudly that the play that they saw was depressing. The play was Death of a Salesman. What do you think it's going to be? Sunshine and Rainbows?
Yeah. Did they think it was going to be a romantic comedy? That's crazy.
I was just like, and Coco was like, I don't get it, my roommate. And I was like, well, I'm like, it's about this. And he's complaining it's depressing, but she could hear him complaining. She's like, but it's in the name. And I'm like, my point exactly.
Mm-hmm. That's so silly.
few segments of my Python reading assignments. Haven't started on the project yet, but I feel like I should finish the reading first. Yeah, I mean, unless like each segment is like do the thing right after you've read it. You know, because theoretically with page 1 to done, like you're supposed to do each exercise after you read the chapter. I just haven't had time to do that, but I've had time to read some of the chapters. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, it's called Death of a Salesman. You know,
don't need to lick the laptop, Cat.
like it's not called Hamilton and you're like, oh, I'm gonna cry like crazy if you don't know history. You know, you're like, why would I cry over history? You know, but it's like going to the music, you know, if someone went to the show Les Mis and be like, why was it so sad? It's like, it's called Les Miserables. If you take off the accent, it becomes The Miserables. Like the French meaning and the English meaning are the same.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
Next time,
I
go to
did.
the fun.
In high school, I saw Spring Awakening for the first time, and my mother got me a very good seat towards the front, and then my sister and her sat like way in the back because they knew it was like my favorite musical at the time. And I was like sitting by myself having an incredible time. Act 1 ends, we come back to sit down. The 2 people I was sitting with did not come back. And I'm like, that's crazy. I'm like such a completionist. I couldn't imagine like not coming back to at least see Act 2.
People
Stop. A bit.
I mean, they're gonna do what they're gonna do, and it's their money, I guess. Unless no, there's no way it was a free production. I was like, I don't know what I'm saying.
Words are words.
I mean, you might not have known the play, which is even more messed up than the musical, and like you wouldn't necessarily know. But all you'd have to do is look up, and it's like troubled teens in like, oh my god, I can't remember which country it is, which European country it is. It's been a while, but like
I want to say Germany, but I think I'm wrong.
I want to say Germany too, but I think
I do want to say, based on the names, I want to say Germany. But like going into the Fox Theater is
German. It is German. We were right. Okay.
Look at us.
I was like, why?
There was warnings all over the Fox Theater, and I don't know if they did it for like the whole tour or just because we were like in the South, but like it was like warning people that there is simulated sex on screen. There is brief nudity. Everywhere was a warning. The ticket taker even asked my mom if she like knew what was happening because she had like 2 teens with her.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't allowed to see it for a while because, you know,
because of all the reasons I just listed.
I'm mature, but my family was like, no.
Yeah.
No.
My mom was like, sure.
Spring Awakening.
She loved it. She used to listen to the soundtrack with me.
My mom just told me Spring Awake's coming back to New York.
I know. I would not say it's my favorite musical anymore. I think it was very teen of me for that to be my favorite teen
I
musical.
think you go through a phase.
Yeah.
But Song of Purple Summer is still one of my favorite musical songs.
Yeah.
But what bugs me is that like the version on the album is not the version that was frozen in the show, which normally you're supposed to record the album after you've frozen the show.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I memorized the album. And you have all these different lyrics. What am I supposed to do? Like,
it's very strange.
Keep getting taken down.
Yeah.
And I know one of the producers, and I'm like, what up? And he's like, oh yeah. And I'm like, care to explain?
What is this?
It's like, why?
Like, what? What am I supposed to do? Also, it's less melodic in the version that they wound up doing in the show. And I'm like, it's supposed to be like all beautiful at this point. It's the spring awake, like spring has awoken. It was really traumatic for everyone, but now summer's supposed to be like the nice part, which we just discussed that for all of us on screen, summer is not the nice part. But the point of the musical is that, like,
but when we're talking about metaphors,
I know, and it's like it was so much more melodic on the album than like them deciding to add in like words that like had more syllables in parts where they didn't have it. What did you do?
That's so weird.
That's my gripe. Spring Awakening.
Yes, the musical.
Yeah, not a movie. The screens in the theater had the warnings, but it wasn't a movie.
Yeah, they had like posters out.
Are we done?
I read Death of a Salesman in high school.
Make a choice.
Dollhouse, Glass Menagerie. Which Ibsen play did I have to read that I hated? Oh no, he did A Doll's House. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, I feel like I already named it, but I can't remember. Womp womp. Okay, let me set up the fourth. Oh, what did I do during that sprint? I broke up a manuscript into 7 chapter chunks, so it would be less intimidating for me. And then I just fixed the fact that the author used tabs instead of like the indent function in Word, so that when I format it, it's gonna not give me the headache that it does. But yeah. I learned the song Spring and Summer with my voice teacher because it was like very in my range at the time. But over time, my range has risen. So like I can no longer hit the low notes that I used to be able to. No, or not low, but like lower notes. Like my mom is more of like an actual alto than I am now.
I was always an alto in chorus.
So now like it's hard for me to sing I'm Not That Girl. Like I could never hit the lowest note at the end of the song, but like it's harder to even just sing that. Whereas it's much easier for me to sing like a lot of Sarah Bareilles songs now, which like I'm happy about, but it's still like, why do I have to lose the bottom part of my range? Like I thought you were just supposed to, you keep the anchor and then you move up, you expand. If I worked on it, I probably could. That would be something I would work on, but I haven't had time.
My greatest, because we're talking about musicals, my greatest achievement is that my nephew loves musicals. And he was just watching the first movie of Wicked just like on his own yesterday. He was just watching it. He loves Mary Poppins. That's his favorite. He loves Dick Van Dyke.
Times.
Nice.
Just step in time. Did you see when Derek Huff and then all these dancers and then Dick Van Dyke gets out there when he's like 98 or 97 and like does it with them and you're just like, I think it was on Dancing with the Stars or like on.
No, I haven't seen that.
Gotta look that up on YouTube. Derek Huff, Step in Time. And it's like, surprise, Dick Van Dyke.
It's like, ah.
The greatest surprise there is.
Man's a legend. I have his autobiography. Have I had time to read it? No. Also, I need to look up and see if he narrated it, because if so, like I much rather listen to autobiographies narrated by the person.
Yeah.
Sarah Bareilles is amazing because she like includes parts of her songs in the book, but then she narrates it and then sings it, except she narrated the version when it first came out, and then they came out with an expanded version, and they haven't re-recorded that or like added that chapter. It's
That's so cool, though.
yeah. Oof, Gwenna, good luck. Did she eat? Riley, you gotta eat your food. I tried to run a Discord and I just like didn't manage it at all. So currently no. But there are other ones that I can look at and see. Kate Kavanaugh has one.
There's the Troublemakers.
I think the Troublemakers is free. I think Kate's might be tied to her Patreon. But then there's the Bill Wordy one, which was free. And that was for anyone who like wanted to do the challenge of write 1,000,000 words in a year. But now people just use it as like a general writing thing. There's one that Glory Writes the Blues started forever ago. Is that the Creative Cafe? Hold on, let me pull up Discord. I'm like really bad at checking.
I am a part of many, but I don't talk in almost all of them.
Yeah.
Just like I did for a while. There was a couple communities where I was like always active, and it was just like realizing that was becoming my hyper focus. And I'm like, that's not where hyper focuses belong. We need to pivot this way. Go back to lurk mode.
Okay, Storyteller's Hearth, obviously, and then there's the Unicorn Council, which is the one that Glory created. And then is Kate's tied to her? I don't know. I'd have to ask her because I forgot. I had like joined forever ago. But yeah, I'm sorry. Discord has been always too much for me.
Same.
Yeah.
I've muted so much. Like I haven't left my friends' Discords because I feel like that would be rude, but have I muted them 100%?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not because I don't want to hear what they have to say, but just it's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Like I have it turned off. Like I have it running because like that's how I do talk to like my D&D group. Well, when we play, and then I have a friend when I'm playing World of Warcraft. Like I'm on voice with her through Discord, but like throughout the day, I have to have it turned off. I have to have everything muted, and then I'll just kind of poke in as my leisure to just make I still exist. Hi, and then share my streams when I go live, and that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, I have a Discord that was connected to my Ko-fi, and it does automatically say like when Inimitable Books has gone live. But beyond that, I don't do anything in there. Yeah. Okay, speaking of going live, we also do Twitch streams. Gwenna, valid. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. Also, let's hope that Riley, who is my dog who's in the timer, decides to eat breakfast during the sprint. as a bad cat. How did everyone do? I did nothing.
I started doing things and then I also did nothing. I got a little distracted.
I got distracted because I was like, I'm gonna find this. And by the way, it's only on Android currently. It's not on iPhone.
Yeah.
And then because I was in the app, it was like still watching Netflix, uploaded a video of the singing voices of the Sasha Boys doing a challenge.
Ooh.
And I was like, okay, this is like going to be 30 seconds. Surely I'll focus after this. And I just did not. But it wasn't because I was still scrolling on YouTube. It was I just did nothing.
Cat. She
Yeah.
decided to play with the space bar and unmute me. I did not grab her paw in time. So I'm just like, because she does that. She likes playing with my keyboard.
I mean, I don't think YouTube chat is a reason to panic. But Gwen, if you have a YouTube account, you have a Google account, which means you have Google Chat as well. So you could, like, even if the people who don't yet have YouTube chat, if you just started Google Chats with them, you could
I'm curious.
remove your need for other apps.
Mm-hmm.
But I am both of the opinion, don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, but also would love to just go completely offline if possible. But I run a business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's my dream.
Riley ate both versions of her food.
Yeah.
Yay!
Not the newest version. Well, it just rolled out for Gwenna, so either her phone is on automatic, automatic updates or not. Oh, you're saying you haven't updated the YouTube app on your iPhone in forever. Okay, got it. Well, that's done.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's stupid. But I think iPhones now allow video chat in between non-iPhones and iPhones, whereas like for many years they didn't. But I think that's been a feature for like at least 2 years.
Okay.
Yes, that was 4 sprints. It felt like it went very fast.
It did.
Somehow, even with all our yapping at the start and after the first sprint, we are still like we haven't hit 3.5 hours of streaming yet, which is wild.
Yeah. We were so good today.
I know. Yeah, I have all of the books I need to read like set up. So I moved Country Fried Church Girls to a PDF so that I could read it on my iPad. Because I think that'll just Ellipsis doesn't let me download it as an EPUB.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose I could download it as a Word document and then move it into like make it an EPUB, but there are just so many formatting things with an Ellipsis, the way that the co-authors did it, that I'm like, I'm not turning this into an EPUB. I'm going to like drive myself crazy. Like,
Yeah.
Like, is this a mistake or is this like just how they did it? Because they were fast drafting. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, you know what? If I read it as a PDF, at least I'll be able to see like this is what the formatting looks like. Obviously, it'll be changing, but it'll let me just like focus on the story more than being like, why does it look like this on the screen? Did I mess up?
Yeah.
And then, like I said, A Shadow Dark and Daring is now in 7 chapter chunks. But by the end of this week, we should be done with the first 14 chapters out of 55.
Nice.
It's been a lot. Holly and I had a busy spring, and like now I have. So we're working on it. Yeah. That's where we are.
have this goal to get this done by October, and things keep happening. So I'm starting to laugh at that goal.
You're like, oh, sweet summer child.
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
It's like I call it my unrealistic, super ambitious goal of this October. And I'm like, but my realist goal is like next October. Because
It's still an October goal if you don't specify what year.
Exactly.
Right.
Think smarter, not harder.
I mean, there are days where I'm just like, but what if I tried really hard to make it for this October? Because my aunt's sister read the book. It's like, so when's the second one coming out? And I'm like, fuck.
When it's ready.
It'll happen, I promise. I'm a one ace operation over here.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
It's how I feel with all the projects I have for Inimitable Books. I told myself I would never overload myself again, and then what did I do?
Overload yourself again.
I'm just like, God damn it, Zara, you knew this was going to happen, but there was like a marketing opportunity I couldn't pass up with a certain project coming out at a certain time. And then I can't move this other project because that wouldn't be fair. And I'm just like, oh my God.
The infamous
Here we go
Crowbar
again.
Project.
Which one?
The infamous Crowbar Project.
Yes. Yeah. The Crowbar one where I was just, oh, Auburn, were you there for that?
I don't think so.
No, I think it was last weekend. I was calling it the Crowbar Project because letters stick crowbar fit in thing make work.
Yeah. I had a schedule that was like going to keep me busy, but it was more or less balanced. Assuming nothing went wrong, which of course with Riley's health, things will go wrong. But then some authors were like, what if we did this project? I'd be like, great. And then they're like, and what if it came out next year? And I'm like, could we do the following year? And they're like, but if we do it this year, like if we do it next year, then we can announce it this year and then it'll coincide with a certain thing. And I'm like, it's a really good point. But like,
Okay.
I like that they came with like a full reasoning, like PowerPoint presentation. No.
I was like, I respect that, but also I kind of wish I had been like, okay, but like we can have a year not. But it's like, no, they made good points and I will make it work. But I'm just like, what did I do? I'm
Very
still
much-
a little bit in that stage, but also like I'm starting to get more on a roll with the Shadow, Dark, and Daring. Yes, this is how I felt. And I did ask for condensing of the chapters to lower that number, and it did not. Like, it was higher at first. It was like 65 chapters at first.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
55, and I'm just like,
Are they long chapters?
some of them are.
What is I mean, I need my mouse. I'm like, I think book 2, okay, book 2 is only at 31. I even think like cresting over 30 is.
I was, because the first one was 35. And I was like, can we not do 45? And I might still go back to the author and be like, look, I'm at chapter 40 or like I'm at chapter 30 and we gotta like something with pace or something. I don't know. But the first 14 are okay with their pacing. So there's no reason for me to like condense these. And in fact, some of my edits have been like, you need to add more to these chapters to add more context. Not just like, oh, this is a sequel, but also like, I love a fast start, but this is a little bit too fast for even me. Especially for people who might not remember your first book because, you know, like it's been 2 years by the time this book is coming out. No, it'll be almost 3 years. Yeah, because dates got moved. Anyway, and so it's just, yeah. But it's so funny because whenever I read something that Jessica Brody has written about like how to write a book, it's always like, oh, 20% is your inciting incident. I'm like, page 5 is my inciting incident. I don't have time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have time. Get me into the thing that throws her life into whack. I don't care about their normal life. The whole point of the book is that it's getting disrupted.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, get to the
literally
good stuff.
show me a snapshot, not 20% of a book.
Yep. Like we're starting the chaos, and now.
I mean, page 1 of Obscure Origin, the first book in my Star of Blood trilogy, is my character getting kidnapped by aliens. Like, that's it. Like,
yeah.
Off to the races from the very beginning. You know, like in Kingpin Killers, which I have currently on the back burner, it's like, yeah, I show her normal life to start before the inciting incident, but the inciting incident is still like chapter 2 or like 3. And because it's a thriller, that book is going to be like 55 chapters because they're short chapters. Not a fantasy book. Yeah. No, I mean, the reading experience is good. It's just every time I'm like, oh, how many chapters left of these 55? It's like, this is like such a depressing thing to say to myself. Why do I do that?
Ugh. Big numbers are scary.
Big numbers are scary.
I mean, the book I'm currently reading, it's like I'm listening to the audiobook with it. So I'm doing much better with getting into this book. But it's like, you look at how much I have read and how much is left, and I'm just like, how am I getting through this?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, it's so chonky.
No.
It's just a lot. And then it's like, okay, well, how many chapters? So you go to like the last numbered chapter, and I'm just like, I have to get through this many. Some of this chapter's only like 3 pages, but other chapters are like 12, and I'm just kind of like,
You can get lucky or unlucky with the idea of one more chapter.
yeah. It was me last night. I'm like, oh, so like this chapter is only 3 chapters. You know, like I'm starting to lose the sun, and I don't want to turn on the light because I don't want to heat up the room. Mm-hmm. So once I lose the light in the room, then I'll stop. And then I look and I'm like, this chapter is 10 pages. I'm going to stop in the middle of this chapter, and I'm going to be very upset about it. But I can't, I'm not going to be able to read anymore. And I'm one of those people that actually I enjoy reading the book and listening to the book at the same time.
Yeah.
There's something about it that's just very helpful to my ooh, look, a piece of candy brain. If I'm listening to it, I don't piece of candy as often.
I can't just listen. My brain will be on everything else.
Yeah.
If it's nonfiction, I can. If it's a podcast, definitely. But like the moment it's a story where it's like I'd have to immerse myself, my brain is like, no. If it's like factual information, cool. Like audio all the way.
Yeah.
And therefore any other type of content to consume, my brain is like, no, you have to see it in some capacity.
Yeah. Like all 3 of the Critical Role books, I listened to while like reading, like following along with it. And it was probably like one of the best experiences I think I've had reading.
Oh, that's cool.
It was so good.
I mean, for our Inimitable Books audiobooks, like I listen to them. And then I also listen to them while reading to make sure there are no errors. And like, because I know the story so well, like I'm okay with listening to it just on its own, because by the time it's gone to the audiobook people, I've read the book at least 6 times. I mean, so it's not like, oh, I missed this thing. Like, what happened? I've never heard this before.
There's one thing I'm noticing. I think it might be because I got the mass market paperback version. Is the audio book, some of the sentences are different. Like there's added sentences that aren't, like I'm looking at the text going, wait, I've lost my spot. No, the sentence isn't there.
Oh, interesting.
It's
in Inimitable Book titles?
No. I
almost gave them a heart attack.
So badly. Sweetie, no, I'm sorry.
You scared me so badly. I'm like, hold on.
I did that thing where my brain started thinking of a thing and only caught in halfway through.
Because I was like, we've had second print runs where sometimes we fix an error.
Yeah, no, and like my brain took like, I'm listening to it and reading it, so I'm looking for, like, so I don't miss the errors. So I took what you said, and I'm like, that reminds me, I've noticed these
No,
errors.
I totally get what you're saying, but I was like, which ones are you talking about? Because that would give me a mini heart attack.
I am so sorry.
It's okay. We should probably wrap up because I need to get down to the gym to do my physical therapy homework before I then plot myself back in this chair to like get back to editing because I didn't do any work the last sprint. So let's do the outros because we definitely didn't do intros.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming. My name is Aubrey Morrow. I'm the author of The Trial Period. It is heavy on the ROM, heavy on the com. You can follow me on social media to see if, what's going on with me, I guess.
You're like, whatever.
I don't know. I have nothing. I don't have anything lined up. I'm just working on stuff.
Yeah. I'm Crystal. My channel, Crystal Cluster, or Mega Cluster content ranging from whatever I decide to do at any given day. Mostly I just live stream. I also wrote a book, and because of this book, there are things happening. I am currently on one of the panels for Fiction Fest, Canada Fiction Fest, that is the 21st to the 4th of July. And I'm on a panel at Wednesday at 8 p.m. I've linked the stream on my website, so that way it can be found. And also on my website, I really should just actually like pull one of these out and just keep it. I have merch now.
I love when you first showed that off. I was like, yeah.
I have like a full set of stickers, and they're on the website now, so you can get the stickers. And I'm also selling signed copies on the website now. And no, Azza, this is not for you. so that's me. I have things and stuff, and yeah. And I have a cat clawing at my lap and being very distracting. Hi.
Very cool. My name is Zara Hoffman. I am the founder of Inimitable Books, a small publishing company dedicated to uplifting marginalized voices without pigeonholing authors into writing about their trauma. We have, I think, 20 books out now. I think. Oh my God, it's a lot. I don't know. Because also I have ones that are not out yet, so my count might be off.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm very proud. I'm also a little bit overworked. If you can't tell. But the best way to support a small publishing company is to buy the books. If you've already done that, please read them and review them online. Tell your friends about them, etc. If that's not in your budget right now, I'll ask the libraries for them. There's, so many ways to get them. I'm pretty sure the Riff Books is already selling some somehow. Just check out where you can get them, and be sure to pre-order our upcoming titles. We have a fantasy romance, fairy tale romance retellings, sequel to Until the Last Page. Beyond Ever After comes out a month from today. Super, super excited. It's a lovely story. Very excited to have that coming out to the public. After that, we have another romance coming out in October, which is also the end of a series, The Devil's Ruin, the final book in the Love and Hell trilogy by Jesse Elliott, which started with The Devil's Waltz, was followed by The Devil's Trials, and now The Devil's Ruin. Much sexier than Unto the Last Page and Beyond Ever After has demons, has a war, lots of fun stuff. And then next year is Pact, which is why I'm stressed as hell. So thanks for being here. Please support us. And I will see you all next time, streaming again on Tuesday over on Twitch, and then streaming on Thursday on YouTube, Friday on Twitch, and Sunday on YouTube. Auburn and Gwynna will be on camera together on Sunday and prepare for chaos. So thank you. You can check out all of our upcoming streams on inimitablebooks.com in addition to our book info. So thank you. And I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye, everyone.